Hey everybody, it's Norm from Test It, and hope you've all had a great week and weekend. At the end of this week, I thought it'd be fun to show off some stuff I had at home and do a little bit of a show and tell, mailbag, and also a product test hybrid. Now, this past week, we've published a bunch of Lego videos. Adam's been building some Lego during his live streams to build that awesome Orca model MOC this week. And we also had published a one-day build of Adam's trials and tribulations of sorting through and going through his decades-old collection of Lego bricks. That's a really fun video if you haven't watched that yet. And watching Adam go through all his vintage Lego and minifigs made me think about one minifig I have in my collection that's actually a little bit of a massive fig, actually. It's this thing right here. I might have shown it before, but this is not a minifig. It's not even actually an official Lego product. This is a designer toy from our friend Jason Freeny and made by the fine folks at Mighty Jacks. Jason Freeny is known for his anatomical sculptures, his riff on pop culture characters by taking off-the-shelf toys and then sculpting what he thinks is the internal anatomy of those characters. And this was a limited edition 11-inch, they called it, I think, the bigger micro anatomic that I was able to pick up at New York Comic Con a couple of years ago, and actually lives in my toddler's bedroom. But also, more recently, he and Mighty Jacks released this guy. And this is a mashup, actually. It's a collaboration between Jason and the artist, what's his name, a UK-based sculptor who has done his take on the balloon dog sculpture in his novel pose. It's quite charming with a little bit of a baggie right here. And Jason did his riff on that with his anatomical sculpt, one of my favorites from last year. And that's the show and tell, but the mailbag is something tied to that as well. I was reached out to by a Lego builder named Jonathan Klamm, and he had recently, past couple months, had a viral photo go on the Lego subreddit of something he designed, which is a tribute to Jason Freeny's anatomical Lego characters, but also actually made out of Lego themselves, and that's what he sent over. It is a BrickHeadz style anatomical character. So I got some bags of Lego here. He emailed me some instructions, a lovely little letter about appreciating the videos that we've been making at Tested. Thank you so much, Jonathan, for watching our stuff and for sending this set over. And he and his wife also do some leather work, so he sent over some nice cable ties as well. Again, thank you for this. So let's together build this MOC, and here is then something I've been testing and want to test for this, which is this boom arm. I've been looking for a way to mount my iPhone as a camera to film small projects and builds, and previously I was using a clamp with, you know, something similar to the lock line that Adam uses, but it didn't quite work for my setup, and so I found something that's more like a microphone boom arm, much like what I use for podcasting, but instead it has an iPhone mount, and that's exactly what you're seeing right now. So switch over to that camera, knoll some Lego, and get to building. Let's see how it looks. All right, so got the bags here, already pre-sorted by color. I haven't done a lot of the BrickHeadz style builds. These are Lego's, their take on maybe the vinyl toy scene or the Funko collectible scene. They do their stylized version of their pop culture characters, licensed characters in this small, 100 to 200 piece set that then you can display on a little base. And let's see. It's already sorted by color here, so that should make things rather simple, but I'll do some light knolling as well. Ooh, a couple pink bricks here. I'm also an impatient builder, so while knolling is satisfying, I really just like getting to the actual build. Mostly for me, it's about just getting the brick stud up so nothing's off axis and difficult to identify. A little less important to me, the grouping of these, but stud or flat side up, just so I kind of at a glance will know where things are. These white bricks must be for the skeleton. Very excited about this. You know, we've been doing Lego builds on Tested for quite a while now, and as much of a Zen activity as it is to build and assemble Lego, when the camera's rolling, it is a little bit of a oxymoron. Is that the right word? A contradiction, because it is extremely stressful to build when the camera's watching. As must have been the case for the contestants of the Lego Masters show, which I really enjoyed watching that show, this first season of it in the US. Now, after a photo of this got a ton of upvotes on the Lego subreddit, Jonathan did submit it to Lego Ideas. So I'm gonna include a link to that in the description. And Lego Ideas, of course, is the group in Lego that allows fans to submit their own designs, and if they get enough user votes and support, then they will be seriously considered. And many of my favorite sets have come out of the Ideas or previously Kusu project, including the very first one, which was a Japanese submarine. I'll have to dig that up at some point. And the color scheme of this, which is the traditional Lego minifig, it's a little bit Bart Simpson, isn't it? We're getting to the skull. The noggin. There's even a brain. I am charmed. I am charmed. Oh no! Mistakes were made. It is, as they say, fragile. And there you have it. That was super fun. Super easy build. Let's put them side by side. The bigger micro anatomic from Jason Freeny, and the tribute to that, a BrickHeadz anatomical Lego sculpture from Jonathan Klamm. I would love to see this become a real set. It's super adorable. It's gonna sit on my shelf. Here, let's see how the close-up cam did in terms of getting these next to each other. I think not bad. Yeah, this boom arm here, it stayed rigid. That was the most important part. It wasn't wobbly on the table. Like I can flick it a little bit and yeah, that's relatively rigid. It's adjustable, multiple axes. Only thing it doesn't do, oh, yeah, it does. I can even do a little bit of a rotation here if need be by loosening that up. That's not bad. I think I'm gonna keep this and use it for future projects. So a little bit of a show and tell, a little bit of a mailbag. Thank you, Jonathan, and also doing some testing here. Links to Jonathan's site as well as where you can back this and support this as a LEGO Ideas project. If you want to see this become a real product below, and if you're curious about the boom arm, I'll have that as a link below as well. Thanks for watching. Hope you've all had a great week. We have a lot more stuff coming on Tested this coming week. Stay safe, take care of each other, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.